I've been away for 2 years. What's up, guys? It's Chris here. So, for those that do know me, I used to make social media content back in the day, mainly on TikTok and also on Instagram. And you might be wondering, what am I doing on YouTube making a video after all this time? Well, I'm here to tell you that I'm officially back. I'm gonna start making content again. Now, before I go on, a lot of you might wonder why I didn't make content for the 2 years, and I'm not gonna go too deep into that because that's not the point of the video. The point of this video is, well, basically my comeback, and also I want to share the type of content I'm going to be making because it will be a switch up from what I did in the past. So if you're new here, make sure you drop a follow and hit that like button, and also hit the post notifications for any future videos, because the type of content I'm going to be making is going to be faith, fitness and finance. Alright, so a lot of you might be wondering, why the change of mind? Why suddenly start making content again after 2 years after not doing it anymore? Well, partially it links with the reason I stopped, which was because I got tired of making content. Making content started feeling like a job. I didn't like it anymore. It wasn't nice for me. I didn't like it. And it also influenced my gym. So the content I used to make in the past was fitness content. And for some reason, I think it was because I just recorded too much and I was trying to record everything in the gym. It kind of ruined the gym for me. Like, every time I went to the gym, it felt like I have to record that session. And every time I did that, it felt like a hassle. It felt like a job to go down to the gym. It felt like a hassle to set up the tripod. Not that I cared about anybody or anyone's opinion, but it just felt like a job, and I didn't like that anymore. And I started to kind of hate the gym. I don't know how to explain it, but for some of you that might have tried or done content before, you'll truly understand this. I started to really get a hate for the gym. I didn't want to go to the gym anymore because every time I went to the gym, it just felt like, oh, now I gotta record again. So yeah, that's the main reason I stopped. And now you might be wondering, well, why am I making content again now, and also about fitness? Well, I've had 2 years off, and 2 years is a lot of time to reflect on what I had. I had a good following, I had a good pace going, and I stopped all of that. And yeah, now I'm in university. I'm currently finishing up my first year. I also passed my high school, or graduated high school with a distinction. I started trading on the side. Well, we'll talk about that later. Just hold on. I tried a lot of different side hustles. I'm in a relationship. There's a lot of stuff going on. I'm trying to grow my relationship with God. So as you can see, there's a lot of stuff going on in my life, and I realized that at some point it felt like all of this stuff was just happening around me, and everything was just going by. Everything is going by in a flash, and that's when I realized life is short. And I realized I had that one thing with content where I was able to track my journey, track my life, and
a few moments later,
I was able to, reflect on the things I did, which I ain't able to do now, because now it just feels like everything is rushed off. Everything is just get it done, get it done, get it done. And yeah, that's the main reason for me making content again, is to track everything I do, track my road to success, because I have big goals and big aspirations that I want to reach one day. And that's why I'm going to be tracking my journey. Maybe I'll make a success of the social media. I don't know. Whatever God has in store for me, I know I'll reach one day. So without further ado, let's dive a bit deeper into the type of content that I will be making. So as mentioned, I'm going to be having 3 types of content that I will be mixing, which is going to be faith, fitness and finance. Now, yes, this is broad, and for some of you, you might want to watch some fitness content. You don't want to watch finance content. You want to watch some content about faith, about the Bible, something like that, but you don't want to watch fitness content. You want to watch finance content, but you don't want to watch Bible content. I get it. But I will be completely honest, I'm making these videos for myself. And I'm tracking my journey, I'm tracking the stuff I do, and I am doing this for myself. And yes, I also do want to get views on my videos. I do want to get likes. I do want to get subscribers and followers. But at the end of the day, if I get 1 view, that's fine, because I want to start enjoying making content. And to do that, I have to make content about the things I like. And also, if you check on my YouTube bio, you'll see stuff like my hobbies, which is F1 and golf. Now, I say this like I've been doing it for a long time, but I haven't at all. I only started watching F1 this year because of a friend of mine that got me into it, and I absolutely freaking love it. I can't explain to you guys. It's just yeah, it's just great. If you don't like it, there's something wrong with you. Sorry. If you don't like F1, there's something wrong with you. And then golf, I started getting into this year as well. The reason for that being, I'll share that with the finance topic. It links with that, but that's a hobby I want to get into. And no, I'm not good at all, so I probably won't be making a video on that soon because I can't even hit par on any holes yet. So yeah, I won't be sharing my golf skills on the channel yet. Not yet, but maybe in the future. Alright, so diving into the first topic, which is gonna be faith. Alright, so regarding the first type of topic that I'm gonna be making content about, being faith, this is gonna be mainly inspired by the fact that in 2025 this year, I made a commitment to myself and a commitment to God that I really want to grow in my faith, because my whole life, I grew up in a household that was Christian centered and went to church every Sunday, or well, occasionally, most Sundays. And I was raised with reading my Bible, praying and all that stuff, but it never really clicked with me until this year when I came to university, and also the other struggles I faced in my life. I realized there's so much I've been through and there's so much I've faced, and every time I face something difficult, I'd run to the Bible, I'd run to God, I'd go and pray, oh, help me with this, and I realized that isn't right. You can't just run to God just when you're having troubles, or just when stuff is going difficult, or just when you want something. So that's when I started to realize that it is really important to grow your relationship with God and grow closer to God, whether that be on whichever way you do it. And yeah, I'm not a pro or anything, and I don't know a lot about the Bible, and I haven't even read a full book of the Bible. I am currently reading John, so yeah, just watched some TikTok videos that recommend reading John first. I started reading it, and it's a very nice book. So yeah, so the type of content that I'm going to be making regarding my faith is anything I feel fit. If I feel a prayer for the day, I'll make a video about that. If I have a nice verse that I read I want to share, I'll share that. I might share some insights into some books I read, stuff like that. Yes, nothing crazy like that you'll see people or influencers, or I don't know what you call them, but like Bryce Crawford or George Janko or people like that. Probably not like that, but I do want to get the message of God out there. And if I can affect one person's life by spreading the word of Jesus, then I'm happy. If I can affect one person, and if that's you today, then I'm happy. Alright, so I almost forgot my second topic. So the second topic is gonna be faith. Alright, so the second topic is gonna be fitness. So for all of you that watched my videos in the past, you know that's where I started my social media, fitness. I started with a 75 hard challenge. After that, went into some other stuff. I've done a bodybuilding show, I've done a lot of stuff. Anyways, that's how I grew my channel. So yeah, that's what I'm going to be sticking to. It's something I love. It's something I've been on and off with a lot the past 2 years, because I have been dealing with injuries here and there, and then I've had periods where I was really demotivated, which is all my own fault. Yes, I'm not blaming anything. That's my own fault. It's my own fault I was lazy, and that's why I want to get back into the fitness content. Now yes, I will be making some body transformations, whatever. I'll be making some fitness type videos, and yeah, maybe even linking the faith to the fitness or something like that. But yes, just a quick breakdown of that. I'm going to be making fitness content again. For those of you that know, I'm going to be making the same type of videos that I used to, and maybe some different types, some tips, some workouts, who knows. And then if you're new here, make sure you go drop a follow on the other social medias, where you can go check some of my old content if you want to know what it's going to be about. And yeah, and then for the third and final thing that I'm going to be making videos about, which is going to be finance, is going to be related to 2 things or 3 things. So the first thing being the current university degree I'm studying. So I'm currently studying BCom Investment Management at Stellenbosch University. Now yes, I'm a first year student, and over this year I've realized that as a university student, you have a lot more time than you realize. You have a lot more time than you realize. Like, I don't even think you realize it, how much time, free time you have to do something productive, to do something to better your life. And that's what I realized this year after being lazy this entire year. Yes, I did study for my tests. No, I skipped a lot of yes, I did skip a lot of classes. Or no, I didn't go to class, same thing. But Then I catch up my work and I work really hard for a few weeks, and then I write my test, and then vacation comes and then I'm lazy again, which is my fault because I didn't go to classes, I didn't take the notes, I didn't put in the effort during the term when I should have. And then when test periods came, I work myself to death, and then afterwards I feel like I deserve a break. So I'll be making some content about that and following my journey along. And it's still a long journey. It's still 2+ years left until I finish the degree, so who knows where this journey on the university life will take us. And then the second thing regarding finance that I will be making videos about is my journey in trading. So I started trading about 2 years ago at 17 years old. I've been trying a lot of stuff. I've lost a lot of money. I blew a bunch of money on stupid stuff and stuff like that. But that's why I decided I'm going to document the journey, because one thing I haven't been consistent with in trading is actually being consistent, because I've been on and off with it a lot and I never track my journey, I never journal, I never do anything to hold myself accountable. And then as soon as stuff go bad for a few weeks, then I just leave it completely, and then I'm off the charts for like 2 weeks. So that's why I've decided I'm going to track my journey on social media, which will also help me accountable for reaching the goals that I've set to myself. So that's the 3 topics that's going to be the main focus for my social media, which is going to be faith, fitness, and finance. If you don't want to watch all 3 of them and you don't like the idea of that, you can gladly unsubscribe, you can gladly unfollow or whatever. I do not care at all. And if you do want to watch any one of those 3, even if it's only one, I will be making content about each 3 of them. And I can't promise that I'll be making the equal amount of content about all of them, and I can't promise that it's going to be a different video for the different topics. I might mix the stuff, I might do a day in the life, who knows. Whatever I'm feeling the day, that's what I'm going to be making. So if you're interested in following my journey to becoming a successful young man, let's call it that, yes, a successful young man, if you want to follow my journey, make sure you drop a like and also hit the subscribe button wherever it's at. I think it's down, whatever. Make sure you hit the subscribe button, and I'll see you in the next one.